here. We do have the lovers. That's a card of alignment. It can be soul contracts that can manifest in our physical reality as physical relationships. But isn't this interesting? We have temperance here. Sagittarius energy, South Node energy. Healing. It signifies a divine presence. For me, B totem is very spiritual. Just for me personally, based on downloads that I've gotten and dream experiences that I've had with B totem. But temperance indicates a balancing, that impartial energy. Definitely a major balancing coming into play here. We have this justice energy, right? And then under that harmonious foundations, right? Especially in soul contracts. But I mean, that again can just be alignment with your giving and receiving here. Again, not being too overindulgent, not being too in fucking la la land, especially regarding the needs of appreciation of yourself or others here. Coming into balance big time if you let it. If you work with this energy. I'm seeing that as the crow. But the High Priestess to the Hierophant and the Two of Cups in between. What the fuck? Okay. Piscean energy, so this moon. Some readers do take the High Priestess as, I know my favorite reader, Water Baby, does take this as Gemini energy, and we did have the lovers there as well, so speaking to the North Node with that Sagittarius energy. That's the axis of truth-seeking. Also, very, self. Sagittarius is the sage, right? They're very, they lead from the heart. Can be very solo energy. Sometimes they're a traveler and seeker, versus Gemini, which is very social energy. So again, speaking to that axis of truth within your giving and receiving to these situations. But look at that. This is coming together of soul contracts. This is the counterparts to each other. That's very beautiful. I'm seeing a lot of soul contract again with that horse freedom energy. This is like a lot of soul contracts coming into alignment here, but that it can just all be within yourself, right? Our external reality will mirror our own energy as we, look at these situations. And also with that unappreciation is like we do with that Page of Swords have to be honest at looking at why we feel so unappreciated. Is it because we're giving too much or we're taking too much or, again, would you just look at it? That's what I'm hearing. For some of you, it's not so much that you're stuck in this just staring at it and getting pent up energy. It's that you actually do need to look at it and be honest with yourself here. Tell me about the Hierophant. I just see that as with this balancing energy, right? That will fall into place, especially when we don't remain bound to situations like this where there's an imbalance of our expression and we're giving and receiving of our, a creative energy to people or situations or ourselves. This can all be yourself, expecting too much of yourself, not giving yourself enough credit, I'm hearing. Tell me about this Two of Cups with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. I mean, that is beautiful. For some of you, this is moving into alignment with divine soul connection. Good time. Just saying. Not all of you, though. Some of you, this is just alignment and being honest with yourself and learning how to love yourself, right? Appreciate yourself more. Be free, too, like that horror's energy. Very beautiful. Anything else regarding this? Oof. Confidence. Ugh, there's that nightmare energy again, right? The crow. Oh my gosh. Again. And this can be boss energy too, but it's someone who's they know what they want, they go after it, they make it happen, they're very free, like that horse energy. But moving to the 9, so for some of you, this isn't, okay, well, let's get one more on that. Why is the 9 of Swords coming out with this resolution energy? I think that's just what's being tempered here. Being tempered here. Anything else? Ugh. Ace of Wands, yeah. With that Queen energy, again, what energy are you removing yourself from the situation? From, right, the Queen of Wands is very take charge, but also, oh, isn't that interesting? Knight of Wands. Wow, here's that Sun. So very harmonious, happy, happy, happy. That's the goal here, right? Knight of Wands, it can be player energy. So for some of you, this is like talking to like that sexual, taking care of your sexual health energy, because this can be a very playeristic energy here. Um, this is a cutting away energy. Can be clarity and truth. It's that King of Wands, right? Or King of Swords with this sort of truth. Again, communicating justly with this. I'm just seeing this Nine of Swords now as like in dealing with this energy. Again, it's all about how we go about it. And again, there's an opportunity for healing here if we handle it the right way, right? And we don't succumb to this energy of like, like I'm so frustrated, but maybe not even fucking communicating that to anybody until we become like the bee and we just like, and we sting someone. Or like the scorpion and we go, and we sting someone. Like, again, this talks directly to, speaking your truth so that everyone in the situation can get back to their fiery and fun self. That's what it says in the deck. So yeah, again, a call to how are you going to utilize moving into this new path here, especially, as the culmination of full moon energy, moving into grounding, this fantastical indulgency energy. Yes, there's a lot of that at play, but there's also compassion, heart space, love, watery feels. And there's not a lot of that coming out here, you guys, with this burned energy. It's a lot of this over here is beautiful energy coming into, but again, it's a call to how are you going to, I'm feeling a lot of projection too with this reading, projecting this unappreciation onto other people who, again, there's a lot of this like crazy energy at play, so people might not even realize that you're doing this. And again, if you're just moving away from this situation, you have to give the situation an opportunity to be healed, especially by speaking your truth. That King of Swords or this energy just kind of trails into the new. We can close out cycles, but it's a lot harder to do on our own, especially if people are still hanging on to that old energy, right? It's keeping that energy alive and bound with that Eight of Swords energy, and then just maybe progressing, right? Especially what I said about taking that into the new cycle, right? Just careful with that. Wow, King of Pentacles to the Queen. This is like a break energy. Again, some of you may just need to get away and clear your energy, and like would you just look at it? This is like the card of would you just look at it, in the sense of like taking time to heal. We did see the Three of Swords. This is, again, it's all about appreciation, right? The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are very appreciative cards that value their hard work. Totally, right? So for some of you, this just is a call to step away for a while, take a break from this thing you've been putting work and effort into. For some of you, this is actually healing occurring between masculine and feminine energy here. The reading I did last night for the masculine and feminine energies that I was tapping into, the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles actually came out like this on the bottom. It was like needing a break. This bee needs a break, right? But why? Is it truly because people are being assholes, or is it because you have unrealistic expectations of people or yourself? There's definitely a call to evaluate that, and really, this is all about appreciation. And, take a moment, too, to appreciate what other people are doing for you as well in this situation or scenario, because one thing, I was talking to someone I know one time, and they were, having kind of a rough day at work, and I was like, yeah, but, like, you get to go to work. Like, you get to have a shitty day at work. Like, do you know how many people would kill to have a shitty day at work right now? And it's like, oh yeah, that's true, right? And that's what the Page of Swords can be too, with that Hangman, especially change in perspective, choosing to see things differently, right? So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. This is beautiful energy. To come into, again, remember, forgiveness and compassion is highly, 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 and honesty. There's a lot of honesty in these cards. The need for it is highlighted right now with that Piscean energy and the feels and the full moon, right? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And again, if you need a break, take a break. Don't be like the bee and run yourself into the ground, or just hit the sting on your way out, no less, and hit the ground running. I mean, the horse is a very free energy, but this right here, it's not very free. So, a lot to think about. Again, rose quartz, amethyst might really help, especially if you have this like energy healing. And this is, to me, is speaking directly of that, to that appreciation. For some of you, it's a major blockage in your sacral. That's how that's manifesting. So yeah. Quartz, amethyst, rose quartz will help with that big time, energetically, but so will taking a break, so will reframing your perspective, so will being fair, being realistic, again, with that unrealistic energy, and with that untamed desire energy that I was talking about with the Leo full moon, the temptation to just fuck off, right? There's a lot of that here as well. Okay, so, all right, guys, till next time, I will have the weeklies posted within the next couple days here. I'm not going to date them anymore, just because every single time I'm like, yeah, like I'm so on the ball, like I'm gonna like have them posted. Something always comes up, and they're timeless readings anyway. Energy doesn't really care if it's Monday or Tuesday, or for some people next year or tomorrow, so it's fluid, right? So yeah, yeah, you guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. So until next time, I hope the full moon treats you all really well. All right, bye.